What's up, guys? Do you like my new haircut? Yeah, I got it today. Anyway, before I start my homework tonight, I was like, there's a lot of stuff going on, so maybe I should make a video, upload something. Um, so we got a coaching change in Edmonton with Dallas Eakins. Is that how you pronounce his name? Eakins, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's Eakins. Anyway, I think he's gonna be a good coach. From what I know with the Toronto Marlies, uh, he was fairly well. They've had decent playoff success. Kind of seemed like that guy that he needed to move up to the NHL level. So I can see where the Toronto Maple Leafs went there. I think he's gonna work out pretty well with the Oilers organization. I really think that all they really need is a coach that can get them. From what I hear, he's one of those guys that talks to the players, sees who he has to work with, watches the players, see who he has to work with, almost like Herb Brooks kind of thing, where he's very wise in that way, and then he'll put something together. Plus, they got some guys on the trading block or UFAs that they won't resign. So interesting to see how that's going to turn out for them. Definitely an interesting offseason. I didn't have to watch TV this off season. Go to the golf course, golf all day. Come home, I could spend hours a night just going over all the off season news. Probably this upcoming off season. So we have a lot of coaching spots left to work out. Vancouver still needs a coach. Dallas still needs a coach. New York still needs a coach. Personally, my prediction is that Lindy Ruff is going to go to New York, and Tortorella is going to end up in Dallas. I'm not sure who's going to end up in Vancouver, because let's be honest, no coach really wants to go there, especially with the Luongo problems there. I've always hated that. Why do you tell somebody, or why do you tell the media and all that you're going to trade Luongo? To me, that kind of sounds stupid. I don't know how it sounds to everybody else, but it sounds really stupid to me. Because now all of a sudden, you couldn't trade him this year. You created a dispute. Now no coach wants to go to your team after you just fired your coach. What's going on here? So I definitely think Vancouver's in for a rough off season. It's not going to go too well. I think they're going to fall to the ground. Personally, they have a decent team. Obviously, a team that needs more mature players, maybe to say, maybe for lack of a better word, mature players. Especially when they get to the playoffs, they just get, they start getting kind of stupid. So, Vancouver's kind of in a tough place. But anyway, Buffalo made Rolston the permanent coach, I believe. I think that was kind of stupid. Buffalo fans are not going to have anything good to say about that. I mean, he didn't necessarily have too great of success there. Plus, I don't really think he's necessarily the best coach. What's the GM's name? I can't remember, but he needs to get out of there. He made a couple good trades, I think, but something, it's not really working out. They got this, they got stuff happening there, and it's they're in they're between a rock and a hard place. So, coaching wise, it's gonna actually be interesting for once. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll look at free agency. Yeah, I looked through, and there really is not too many defensemen that would actually be good. So for a lot of these teams that need to rebuild defensively, at least in terms of UFAs, they're not going to get too much. Or at least defensive defensemen are guys that you could really play. I mean, you got Straight, I believe. I mean, he can kind of play. He can play top four. But, you got these guys, maybe depth forwards, depth defensemen like Zidlicki or something, maybe. But, not a whole lot to work with defensively. I know I've really been focusing on my blog about, a lot of these teams need to rebuild from defense up. It hasn't been, it's not going to be the best UFA season, at least. When it comes to defensemen, there's some forwards in there though that could be a good pickups. Ribeiro, Ginla, but I think he's gonna think long and hard about it, and he's probably gonna stay with Pittsburgh. Even though that kind of seems stupid. I love the karma though. That was great. Especially living in Boston, the Boston area, actually Massachusetts, really. But that's karma for you. Boston, I think got away with one. In terms of Ginla, I think if they had Ginla, I don't think they would be this far. I don't think they'd be in the finals. Personally, Yager made a huge difference, especially offensively, and getting Bergeron and Marchand back into it, which kind of was a little shaky towards the end of the season, although that whole end of the season was disastrous. But I think he needed a much bigger impact than Ginla would have. So anyway, that's roughly it. I think I'm going to have to go start my homework now, sadly. We have finals on Friday and Monday. Although, Monday I just go in for one final. It's like an hour and a half or whatever. And then I'm out and school's over, basically. Technically, the last day of school is going to be the 18th. But I'm not going to be there. And then, let's see, next week I go to the Travelers Championship. I'm a big golfer. So I won't be doing anything those days, probably. Maybe at night, but it's a long day. It's a long day walking around a golf tournament. But yeah, summer golf's gonna start. So, well, I mean, like how much I golf. So we'll see how much I get on. I'm sure I will get a ton on, but yeah, a lot of day stuff won't happen as you would think of. Like me being a kid, I would have nothing to do during the day. But yeah, I golf a lot during the day, so day stuff won't be as common, but night stuff or whatever, videos are become less common, because I'm golfing so much, I don't get home till, after everybody gets home, so I don't really do videos at that time, although when they run out like this or whatever, I'm alone, bored, I'll do them, but other than that, I really don't, so, yeah, look at my blog, check out my blog, follow me on Twitter. They'll all be in the description, and, let's see, tomorrow I might have something up. I'm not sure what topic it would be. A lot of mock drafts just came out, so I might, review maybe somebody's mock draft and make some comments of why I agree, because I'm going to start getting into the mock draft stuff. That's it. Let's see, next week's, I don't know how many days till the draft. I'll start getting into mock drafts, very soon, so I'll start breaking, I'll probably break down somebody's mock draft from NHL.com and, do something, so, yep, check back here tomorrow, or whatever, like, comment, I really don't care, check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, like all that stuff I just said, and, yeah, we'll see you later.